This year on Headlock'd, we got to a rough start, changed our look, changed our format, and touched your heart. Ooh, and end of year awards. Let's lock up. "2013. What an interesting year. What started off as me in a small room with an iPhone using a green sheet quickly became me and Nick in a slightly larger room using a camera with a green wall. We toiled away for the sake of entertainment to bring you a humorous spin on the week in wrestling. So let's take a look back at the first year in Headlock'd.
5 weeks till the granddaddy of them all. The countdown to the date we've all been waiting for. Every important moment of the last calendar year has led up to this point. And so apparently I thought now would be a great time to start a new wrestling show. Let's lock up. This week on Headlock'd. Let's lock up.
We would have already made them the World Heavyweight Championship douche canoe had we not promised ourselves to stop making them the World Heavyweight Championship douche canoe.
Old school. Old school.
I'm getting married.
Cats. Cats are feisty. AJ is your goddamn champion. It's another pay-per-view already? Yeah, we just did one of these like 2 episodes ago. Who's that, Billy? That's Mr. Ass. He likes butts and tells people to suck it. This is the supposed reason as to why she's wrestling on TV, in order to knock her down a peg, and I'm not saying that. This is my surprise face. Look how surprised I am.
You don't go to a Broadway show and start performing monologues from Neil Simon's Brighton Beach Memoirs from the orchestra seats, and you damn sure don't go to a wrestling show and wrestle your own matches.
Okay, let's approach this like reasonable adults. She has cancer. You can almost hear the audience in unison go, meh.
We say oos, y'all say so. You guys are probably the first to be eliminated.
What the f*** was that?
It's been a lot of hard work, but gosh golly gee whiz, it's been worth it. Now, what good is a show on the internet if it doesn't give out year-end awards? No good. No goddamn good at all. Anyone that says otherwise is a liar. First up is our Wrestletarian of the Year. This is an award we're giving out to the person who has done the most to help improve the industry for the better, and it's going to Triple H. Now, before you jump down my throat, steal my internet card, and stone me to death, let's take a look at this. As the Executive Vice President of Talent and Live Events, he has done so much to help ensure the future of the WWE and, in turn, mainstream wrestling. This year saw the signing of El Generico, Samurai Del Sol, and Sami Callihan. It's seen the WWE Performance Center go live, a huge focus on women's wrestling and developmental for the better, and of course, seen NXT become consistently one of the best wrestling shows on TV. I can now watch wrestling with my girlfriend and not feel like I have to apologize for what I'm viewing. Same can't always be said for Raw. If you don't think Triple H has at least something to do with all of that, then you're being vastly delusional. Next is the Wrestling Ambassador of the Year. We're giving this to the person who has done the most to help improve the public perception of professional wrestling and shed a positive light on this business. And that's going to Darren Young. When Darren Young came out, it was an absolute shocker. Given that wrestling is very machismo-driven and has a history of racism, sexism, and homophobia, there were a lot of fears. Darren Young not only proved that it is accepted to be gay in professional wrestling, but more importantly, that it didn't matter. He didn't re-debut as a crossdresser. He didn't become Black Rico. He was gay and just showed that gay means being gay. That's it. The fact that the rest of the wrestling universe came out to support him helps show the world that we aren't the same closed-minded dumb yokels that the stigma of being a professional wrestling fan often thrusts upon us. Lastly, and most importantly, what would Headlock'd be without a
World Heavyweight Championship douche canoe
of the year, which goes to Total Divas. No, not the Divas themselves, nor the producers of the show, but Total Divas as an entity in and of itself. When WWE first announced Total Divas, I was ecstatic. I thought there was a great potential for this to be both entertaining while also giving a positive influence to the Divas division. How wrong I was. Instead, they've simply showcased all of the Divas division's flaws. AJ Lee's incredibly built character has become a one-note villain akin to a Hanna-Barbera cartoon, whose only goal is to stop those pesky kids and their pup named JoJo. They've shoehorned women who weren't ready or talented enough for the spotlight onto the main stage when they have an entire roster of women on NXT who are more than capable. They've split the women into heels and faces based on who is and isn't on the reality show, and they've even showcased the wrong diva rookie, as JoJo has shown more promise in her 5 minutes of ring time than Eva Marie has this entire year. Also, musical chairs, what were you thinking? Look, instead of empowering women, the Divas division is a bathroom break now more than ever. So congratulations, Total Divas. You are officially worse for wrestling than Dixie Carter. And that ends our year. Guys, it's been an absolute pleasure doing these week in and week out. Whether you just started watching us or have been with us since day one, thank you for your continued support. I've had a lot of fun doing this. I want to give an extra special thank you to the staff over at juicemakesugar.com. It's been a pleasure getting to know and working with all of you, and I look forward to continuing working with you in the new year. And we got some ideas coming down the pipeline, both improve this show as well as some new shows. So hopefully we'll get those started and keep an eye out on that. And of course, like the video, subscribe to the channel, check out the Facebook pages of both us and JuiceMakeSugar.com, the revolutionary force in smart market entertainment. Next week is the beginning of the new year, so check out Nick, Dave, and Andy as they do what they do best week in and week out. Until then, thank you, one more time, thank you for watching. My name is Noah Waterman. Happy New Year, and don't try this at home.
Zayn looking for it again.